This is going to be a how-to video on just replacing the washing machine hoses and the valves. First things first, you got to locate the water shutoff. If you have one that goes straight to the washing machine, shut it off right there. If not, I just like to go straight to the main shutoff valve. And as you can see, it's right there. And there it is, turned off. Okay, next part, we're gonna start taking off the hoses. This is where you might like to have a bucket or a towel or something, because it can get a little wet. This one was hand tight. I undid it earlier. We're gonna do the same thing with that one, and then we're gonna get going on removing the valves. So for this part over here next connected to the washing machine, for those of you who have never done this, these are a pair of channel locks, all right, or some really big pliers, okay? You move them up a bit, just right there on the lever. You grab it right there gently, you just make sure it's on there, and you just turn counterclockwise, and there you go. As you can see, this one is pretty old, and the hose already had some rust going on right there in the threads, but we're just gonna go ahead and replace the whole valve, both of them, the hot and the cold. Remember to bleed your line first with your bucket or towel or something. It's just opening up the valve, letting all the pressurized water out. It's not going to be very much, but it's going to save you a bunch of cleanup time. Okay, so once you drain out all the water and there's no more pressure, get yourself a Crescent wrench, combination wrench, whatever you want to call it. You grab one of these, you put it right there. See? Sorry. You just slowly start to put pressure and we start taking it off. Okay, so once you get it off, you see how the threads are a little dirty right there? You kind of see that right there? So what you do is you grab a rag, focus, and just kind of clean up a little bit, all right? Take off all that old gunk and everything, the rust and all. There you go. If you have some kind of a wire brush or something, like a nylon brush, that'll work as well. Just make sure it's somewhat clean. And next up, we're going to be putting on some Teflon tape on those threads. Okay, so once we get right there, focus. Once we get that Teflon tape right in there, doesn't have to be perfect. As you can see, it's not that pretty looking. It's just this normal Teflon tape, this kind of stuff right here. Get some of that on the threads. Now, the reason why we put that on there is because inside right here, there is no gasket. Can you tell? It's pretty much going to be going metal to metal. So you put some of that Teflon tape on there to sort of seal out the water once it goes in, so the water won't escape. So once we get all that going on, put your valve back in there. Okay, so once you got the new valves on nice and tight, there you go. Want to make them a little straight right there. You got both of them on, the new ones. Now it's time to put the hoses on. So you might be asking what size hoses to get, all right? Well, I just picked these up over here at Home Depot. Everbuilt washer hoses. Apparently they come in a standard size for washing machines. And I recommend getting the stainless steel braided ones. It's just better quality, as you can see right there. Better than the rubber ones. You know, they're only cost $5 extra, so why not, right? Standard size, they all come in. I believe if I'm not mistaken, 3/4. Yep, right there, 3/4 inch. So now we go ahead and put them on. Another thing too that's going to make your life easier, and probably keep in mind beforehand, is that always know which one is your hot and your cold. Okay, so in this case, that's going to be my cold. This is going to be my hot. All right, let's say you forgot which one's which. Turn the water back on, open up the valve, see which one comes out. If it's hot, you know it's hot. That's hot. Now, you're over here in the washing machine. Here are the connections. Which one's hot, which one's cold? Well, we go right here. They're always marked, okay? Cold, hot. Hot, cold. Now we know which one's which. And the steel braided lines we got, they are color coded, okay? Red, if we could focus, sorry. Red for hot, blue for cold. So now, same thing. Get your big channel locks right here. Grab them gently and you start tightening them clockwise. All right. Now, maybe wondering, why didn't I put Teflon tape or that pipe sealer in these threads? Well, here's the answer. Check it out. If it's got a gasket, you see that red little rubber piece right in there? If it's got a gasket, you don't really need the Teflon tape. At least that's how I was told. It's when the threads are metal to metal and there's no gasket in between, that's when the water can seep out. But in this case, we got a rubber gasket in there, and it usually does the trick. So, but you know, I'm sure it doesn't hurt. If you want to just take that extra precaution, go ahead, put some on. It's not going to hurt. Alrighty, so once you got them all tightened up and all, now you're pretty much ready to rock and roll. You could go ahead and start washing clothes and all. So what I like to do is not really put in a load of laundry yet, but just make sure everything's on, okay? Turn your valves on, turn your washing machine on, and see what you can do. Okay, once you got your water main back on and all, now we're gonna open up the valves and see if there's any leaks. Slowly, you want to do this just in case. Okay, nothing. These ones seem to be good. As you can tell, I live in a pretty hard water area, and you know, it kind of stains everything the water touches, but it's all good. It's part of the maintenance. You guys probably saw the piping in there, the damage it was doing. That's just the water. It's what we got to live with. So now what we can do is let's just see if we could do something over here, you know? Yep, finally working. We could do laundry again. Alrighty guys, thank you very much. Let me know if I did something wrong or if you would have done something a little bit better. This is just a do-it-yourself video, you know, for whoever needs a little bit of help. Let me know, okay? Thanks for watching, and you know, I'll be posting more. Thank you.